Yo, what up? It is indeed Aaron Moses. It's nighttime, and I want to give you this message. Man, I want you to find someone to talk to, even if you do have to go to therapy. Whatever you have to do, I want you to find someone to talk to. I sought therapy a couple years ago, and my therapist told me that it's in his opinion that at least 70% of all Americans should see a therapist at some point in their lives. Why? Because 80% of people are traumatized before the age of 12 years old. He told me that he didn't believe in specific personality disorders and mental illnesses and mood disorders because he felt that they were contingent on the environment that someone was in. Whether I believe that or not is not the topic of this video. What I do want you to do is, I want you to find today, I want you to find people that care about you, people that don't want anything from you, people that you can talk to, men that you can talk to. I was taught by one of my mentors that all men need at least 3 women in their lives. 1, to use for pleasure. Another one that would be someone that you view as more of a mother. Someone that you can serve and give back to. Someone other than your own mother. And this third woman should be someone that you view as a sister. Someone that you can talk to, bounce your ideas off of, vent to. Now, this brings me to my next point. All of the girlfriends, all the ex-girlfriends that I had, none of them had positive intentions. None of them. All of them were unhealthy. I remember one in particular. She would always see that I had something on my mind. And she would tell me that it was safe for me to express myself. She would ask me, beg me to talk to her about my problems. And I said to her, I don't want to talk to you about my problems because you already have enough problems yourself. Now, this was true, but what I was doing was masking my emotions for the simple fact that I did not want this person to know how I thought or what I was thinking. Why? Because as a woman, well, she wasn't a woman. As a girlfriend, her job was to manipulate me. And manipulate me is what she did already. And I didn't want to make that easier for her. She already knew 2 ways to manipulate me. See, the thing about this particular girlfriend, she was not a very attractive person. I really didn't like her body at all. I didn't like her as a person, and I didn't like her body. I thought her body, I think it now, because I'm 98% sure she still looks like that. Her body was disgusting. Very, very unattractive. Yeah, the face, whatever. But yeah. So the only way that I will usually, the only way that I would engage with her in specific ways was for me to be under the influence of alcohol, which is in the dosage that I was indulging in alcohol. It was not healthy. I was in an environment where I was scared. I had a warrant at the time, a felony warrant. I didn't know where I was. I had no way of getting back to an environment that I was comfortable in. I didn't like her. I was missing my child. It was a lot of things going on. So I wasn't close to the idea of drinking every day. See, as a man, especially as a black man, people don't want to see you win outside of those who are on the same wavelength as you. People who are above you and under you don't want to see you win, bro. For somebody to literally drug me up every day as much as possible, never discourage me from my unhealthy habits. For someone to do that in order for me to express myself, which I still didn't, in order for me to express myself, in order for me to be motivated to have sex with them, for somebody to do that and be healthy, or not be healthy, be okay with that, with putting me in that situation, to know that people out there exist like that is horrible. For there to be people who discourage somebody from working out and bettering themselves because they know for a fact that if I start working out and reading every day and meditating every day and working on building my own business, I'm going to be more attractive to more attractive women. I'm going to actually know what I'm made out of. I'm going to wake up and see them for who they really are because I have more happy chemicals running through my blood. I realize my own physical and mental strength. I can be more healthy. I'm going to have more clarity. For somebody to be so selfish as to constantly introduce somebody to death every day is horrible. It's horrible. And all of them have done that, with probably the exception of one, actually. I want you to know that there are people who want you to win, but there are just as many people, if not more, people out there who want the total opposite for you. I know that you're beautiful. I know that you're smart, talented. I know that you have infinite energy. I know you have the capability to conquer and to protect and to rule in your world. We all know that, bro. We all know that. We all know that. That's why they are friends. That's why they are foes. Because we all know how beautiful and amazing we are, bro. We all know that you can do anything that you want to in life. We all know that. Why am I recording this in the dark? It just seems appropriate. I want you to use your imagination. I want you to know that there are people out there that are not going to judge you solely on your productivity. There are going to be people out there who do that. There are going to be people who give you responsibilities that are not yours. There are going to be people out there who make you responsible for their fears and their anxieties and their depressions and their lack of self-control. They're going to make you responsible for that. You're going to have to pay for that. Eventually. Watch. There are people out there who are going to do that to make you stronger. And there are people out there who are going to do that to make you weaker. People are going to judge you based upon how many responsibilities that you can handle that belong to you and how many responsibilities that you can handle that don't belong to you. This is how we judge the caliber and the value of a man. How many responsibilities can you handle? What can you take on, whether it belongs to you or not? There are a lot of things that I did not understand about manhood, bro. And one of those things is what I just said, and it was so confusing and painful to understand that. And people don't break these things down in layman's terms. People just say that you need to be on your purpose. You need to grind. You need to be a leader. You need to be a man. People don't tell you that people aren't going to care about you if you are not productive. They're going to view you as expendable, trash. If you're not productive, you can't just relax all the time. Or sometimes. Because if you relax, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to go work for somebody else if you relax. If you don't take advantage of your youth, if you don't burn it out to the ground, you're going to have to work for somebody who is never going to care about you, who is incapable of caring about you. You're going to have children with somebody who cannot care about you, who is programmed specifically to not care about you, specifically programmed to manipulate you with what makes you you. There are going to be people out there who have no control over their own emotions, who have no ability to ever think rationally or clearly, who think they're equal to you, who try to take everything from you, your freedom, your attention, your youth, your seed, your name. The most important things in your life is going to be constantly under attack by a creature who is made to never be accountable, who is less attractive in every way if this person tries to compete in life, and is less attractive in every way if this person tries to be logical. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you are under attack by people who have no ability to emotionally attach themselves to you? The only way that you're going to be able to relate with this person is through logic. And they don't have that ability either. Do you understand that? So you got to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. You got to be productive. Because at the end of the day, it's not something I want to do. It's not something that you want to do, but we are going to judge you based on your productivity, and your amount of responsibilities that you have. That's just going to happen. You can't be mad at it. That would be equivalent to being mad at water for being wet. It just is what it is. Don't worry, it's just Gatorade, the blue kind. So what we have to do out here is we have to band together. You gotta find somebody to talk to, man. You have to find somebody who's gonna ask you how you feel today. Somebody who's gonna welcome you with a status check. And somebody who's going to exit your interaction wishing you positivity, a good day, at work, at home, or a good night. Protection. I had somebody like that. Somebody who would greet me with positivity and wish me a good day at work. But that person's ego destroyed our relationship. There's going to be people out there, bro. People out there that are entitled, spoiled, emotionless. People who are supposed to have emotions but don't. They're everywhere. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. I'm just speaking the truth. That's what I'm doing. So, we all need support. We all need emotional support, man. And that is not your woman's job. Your woman is not your therapist. Your woman is supposed to manipulate you to feel better about yourself without you having to ask her. So you can serve her. That's what she is supposed to do. I know I use the word manipulate a lot, but in this case, it does not have a negative connotation. Manipulate in a good way. She's supposed to manipulate your semen out of your testicles. That's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to manipulate her hands on your back when you had a hard day at work trying to pay her for whatever you pay for her. Okay. She's supposed to manipulate the energies of that kitchen. And if you're a woman and you're watching this and you don't agree, that's fine. But we're talking in a traditional sense, okay? That's how I like my relationships. And I imagine that's how the other men that are watching this like theirs. I like women to be feminine. Sorry. But I just want the guys to know out there, man. You can't. If you want to talk to a female about your problems, that's what you want to do. But I'm here to tell you that women are not. That's not what they're for, bro. Women don't even care about other women's problems. You think they care about your problems? Have you ever talked to a woman about your problems before? Have you ever felt the coldness and the emotion just going through her or around her and not inside of her? Have you ever felt that? And maybe you know what? It might just be the females that I talk to. It might just be that. But when I talk to a dude about my problems, somebody that can actually relate because they know what kind of world I live in, they know that I'm held accountable for my actions, that not only do I have my responsibilities, but I have to be responsible for this woman who doesn't care about me and this child that doesn't care about me because he's a child. and I have to work for these beasts that don't care about me. And I have to walk down the street. Alright, well, it's Aaron Moses, man. I don't have that much stuff left on my memory, so that's it. Find somebody, man. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace.